Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you had surgery with us,
Yes.
and we're not going to mention the fact you had ulcerative colitis?
No.
All right, good.
It took me a couple months to get you convinced to actually do it. Had to be very flattering.
That's it. Flattery is better than using BS as a description.
No, you worked with me really well on that, and you know, like we said, my gastroenterologist thought it was no big deal, but
Yeah.
we wanted to make sure you were comfortable,
Right.
and we'll wait and see.
Yeah. Your surgery was when?
It was May 20th, so about 3.5, almost 4 months ago.
And you lost?
About 72 pounds.
And I forgot, were there any medical problems beforehand?
Well, the colitis, which has been fine since. I have pretty severe sleep apnea, which has improved. But
You can tell maybe a difference?
Yeah, I can tell a difference. And that was the most of it. That was the two big things.
So
I was starting to get high blood pressure, and I was starting to see some of those things. So I think I'm head that off pretty good.
Cool.
So, but yeah, I mean, my brother-in-law was the one that kind of pioneered this for our family. We were supposed to come down together and have the surgery the same day, and that's when
We found the ulcerative colitis
Yeah,
on
I
your
said, "Wait a
history
minute.
physical. Hold it.
you're not coming. So he came down, and he's now lost about almost 100 pounds.
You want to do a
5
shout
months.
out to your brother?
I don't. If he may be watching,
Anyway.
he tries to every once in a while, but so he was doing so well, and I just I kept pursuing it to because I thought it was the right thing to do, and it's been fantastic. I mean, I felt great. 70 pounds already has just made a huge difference. We'll see. I only had a 6-foot bypass, so, and I'm 6'3", so we'll see if that does enough or not. But
Yeah.
it might. Never know.
Yeah. Well, it certainly lost a good amount already.
Yeah. I have, every once in a while I eat too fast and it reminds me, or I eat the wrong thing and it reminds me, but so far, even at 3 months, now I'm to the point where I feel like I can try anything I want to. I'm not interested in most things, so it's the whole obsession over food, or or I'd get so hungry that I'd have to eat because I'd be busy, and then I'm like thinking about it constantly. I've got to go eat, and then when I did eat too much, it was always like obsessing over why did I do that, or I shouldn't be eating these kinds of foods, or talking about it a lot. Now it's just I'm very comfortable with it. I don't even think about it. So if I get too busy during the day, then I don't eat, unfortunately, because I don't drink enough sometimes. But as long as
You can kind of catch up on that.
yeah, I can catch up on that, and things are fine. So I think I've had dumping a few times because I've done the wrong things, but it's just a learning process.
Yeah. And that's going to change too. What you have trouble with now, 6 months from now, you may not have trouble. So.
I waited a little bit too long after the hospital when I developed thrush, or
Mm-hmm,
thrush, or
right.
whatever you call it,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't treat that, and so then I had to suffer through about 3 weeks of that causing problems. That ended up being a really, really bad sore throat, and that was no fun. But once I treated it, it took about a week and got rid of that. And that was the worst of the complications, really, the sore throat and the dry throat, and that was the worst of it. The pain, I didn't really have any pain. I don't remember much other than the first few hours after surgery. And the next day I was up and walking around great, and went and saw some shows and did absolutely great.
Good. Sounds great.
Thank you very much.
Uneventful. Everything's good.
That was so far.